Chief Minister Nongthongam Biren says new COVID-19 SOP has been drafted to combat coronavirus pandemic in Manipur. CPI State Leader Dr. Moirangthim Nara slams Chief Minister N. Biren for failing to set up a dedicated COVID-19 hospital within 15 days as assured earlier. All Manipur Muslim Students Organization and Pangal Students Union DM University withdraw general strike following assurances by Chief Minister N. Biren. Manipur reports 261 new COVID-19 cases and 4 deaths in last 24 hours. Death toll climbs to 164. And India's COVID-19 tally crosses 80.80 lakhs with 48,648 new cases reported in last 24 hours. A recovery rate stands above 91%. Hello and welcome to Impact News. You're watching Primetime English Bulletin. I'm JOYSHREE USHAM. To stay protected from coronavirus, wash your hands frequently, wear your mask properly and maintain a safe distance. Now the top stories and latest news at this hour. Chief Minister Nongthongam Biren today announced that a new COVID-19 related SOP has been drafted to combat coronavirus pandemic in the state. He further claimed that following the new SOP for 14 to 20 days will eliminate coronavirus pandemic from the state. The Chief Minister also declared a 1-year life insurance for COVID-19 frontline warriors till 2021. N. Biren was speaking today at the distribution of COVID-19 awareness banners and leaflets to State Health Department, a nodal department under the Jan Andolan campaign at Chief Minister's Secretariat. The banners and leaflets will be pasted on every vehicle plying on the streets, and the same have been given to the Agriculture Department, ASHA and Anganwadi workers. Chief Minister N. Biren also said that state-level coordinating committee has been formed comprising of representatives of CSOs, student bodies, health department, police and others working at the local level. The committee office will be opened for 24 hours with a toll-free helpline number. He added that so far 62 crore rupees have been utilized from Chief Minister's Relief Fund to combat the pandemic in the state.
Export mayam aduga nahandagi field like thabuk tobiraiba government gi machinery sing civil society sing mayam dagi collector kana pe SOP ma same front line de leiba kanguna puning halagadi civil population da madugi mami tar kadabani na madugi koi pung handana bai koi life insurance 2021 bhava all the COVID frontline workers life insurance coverage 21 bhava sangtokre COVID की treatment सी आयुष्मान भारत की करी की कार्ड की मखादा कोई cover तो उनका दो फिजिकली आयुष्मान भारत की मखादा cover तो रहे अदुगा कोई नसु कोई CMST की मखादा सु मसे हाई रिबा COVID every COVID patient मसे आयुष्मान भारत अमेरिकी CMST की मखादा cover तो उनमें बाहर देने में भी कोई गवर्नमेंट से या पीने न पीरे कनी अदुगा आयुष्मान भारत न सो या पीरे है देने मसे मां हाई तो हाई जगह.
Responding to Impact News query about setting up a dedicated infectious disease hospital in Manipur, Chief Minister N. Biren said the setting up of a 100-bedded infectious disease ward at Jenims has already begun some months ago. He disclosed that a proposal has also been submitted to the Center for establishing a dedicated infectious disease hospital, and discussions are underway to select an appropriate location in Imphal West District. Regarding reimposition of complete lockdown in Manipur, Chief Minister N. Biren said the central team is taking stock of the current situation in Manipur, and as per the report, it will be later decided whether to reimpose total lockdown or not. He assured that the government is increasing the number of patient beds at Reams and Jenims, as well as increasing ventilators, PPEs and other necessary equipments at district levels in the wake of surging number of COVID-19 confirmed cases. Biren said there are altogether 2,247 beds for COVID-19 patients at present, and more beds will be added at Shiza Hospital and Raj Medicity. Chief Minister N. Biren also announced that COVID-19 treatment will be covered under CMHT and Ayushman Bharat health schemes.
Lockdown ki proposal appoina thabado madu moi center ki team am lai moi ahumari moi situation yu yengaga moi ki opinion yenge maram de akhoi khakna tawbosu state na tawbodi ya ya do ergasu moi ki lairiba nationwide ki international level ki lairiba gravity do kada ho lege moi expert la ngarang de ki thungkrabni moi have study tawgisan aduga pawdu yenge infectious kisi husi keno tore khoi keno do loge tore jenimsa adugi ward ama tongana 100 na ya loge tore adugi nate anoba infectious khoi kuidri sagi ba tha ani ahum bugi manga ba adugi yes adugi do lotion ge tore aduga tongana hospital amal ling ba hai to proposal kan thanari Imphal West ling chraina kan thanari to.
On the other hand, CPI state leader Dr. Marangtem Narar has slammed Chief Minister N. Biren for failing to set up a dedicated COVID-19 hospital within 15 days as assured earlier. Speaking to media at Irawat Bhavan, BT Road today, Dr. M. Narar expressed concerns that COVID-19 positive and death cases are rising in Manipur, even though cases have reduced nationwide. He also expressed worry that COVID-19 cases will rise even more with the upcoming by-election in 4 assembly constituencies and Ningol Chakoba festival. Reminding that Chief Minister N. Biren had promised to set up a dedicated COVID-19 hospital within 15 days, Dr. Narar asked what happened to his promise, as it has already passed 7 months since the announcement. He condemned that BJP government is taking only temporary measures at Reams and Jennings. He also said that general patients and healthcare workers are at the risk of cross-infection. He said CPI Manipur State Unit team has met with Central Nodal Officer of COVID-19 Control Committee VK Devgan, who is in Imphal, and has apprised him about the prevailing COVID-19 situation in the state. He further said that a CPI team has requested to set up 500-bedded COVID-19 dedicated hospital in the state with all the necessary equipments recommended by the ICMR. Dr. M. Narar said they have also submitted a memorandum which includes urging the center to facilitate donation from Manipuri diasporas to Manipur COVID-19 Relief Fund.
Hospital something shahobushi quite maru idro. Madam the COVID matamam the loihini and a kalasu. Infectious disease hospital and ano balongan balena kayami hospital dum OBI. Darkar oeba. Policy. We really feel it. It is already too late. Ngaling itagi hauna. Numitra madu sani haibo. Haiba adutagi hauraga. Hujik phawda di loibi arab natro numitra wani the loi dragasu. Idea adu karam no mangan giribno hujik phawda di kaim tawdramina mangren laweb. Adurga di khosh waruk jay. Please, we appeal to the government to do it quickly because this is the need. Essential urgent need. Hospital sineva.
All Manipur Muslim Students Organization AMSO and Pangal Students Union DM University have withdrawn their 48-hour general strike called in demand for 4% reservation to Meitei Pangal students in the higher education. They withdrew their protest after reaching an understanding with Chief Minister N. Biren during a meeting held at Chief Minister's Secretariat last night. Speaking to media after the meeting, AMSO General Secretary Yunush Ali Kulakpam said that they will have another round of meeting with the Chief Minister on November 9. He added that Commissioner of Higher and Technical Education Mangsatabam Hare Krishna has assured to give extra time to students of Meitei Pangal community for admission in DM University. Yunush Ali Kulakpam also said that the Chief Minister has assured to fulfill their demands as much as possible in consultation with other state leaders. He also said AMSO and Pangal Students Union, DM University, share the griefs of those injured during the strike yesterday.
All Manipur Muslim Students Organization amasung Bangal Student Union DM University ani gi mihut singa Chief Minister gi Banglo maktada Education Minister ga loinana wari sana jaba matamda government ki maikai dagi thamakpa positive oiba response laen haiba wafam asi miamda ngasi lup ani gi mahut sinjaraga wafam asi thamjage hairiba akoi gi 4% reservation mitai pangal sing higher studies tama matamda PBU haiba demand asi government nasu yamna lumna lobaga loinana hairiba demand asi gi matangda series of talk tawgani aduga oithokpa yaba maigai adomda changchal kanda akoi gi demand asi khannaraga pibe yaba makai du tawba yaba makai du tawgani habagi thajaba adu honorable chief minister gi maikai gi thajaba du masu pibire.
Democratic Students Alliance of Manipur Desam has appeals to Manipur University and DM University to increase their student seat intake. Speaking to media at Desam office in Kwakatil today, General Secretary of Desam Laishangtim Lamyanba said students of the state are unable to pursue studies outside the state due to COVID-19 pandemic. He appeals to the government to pass an ordinance to fill up necessary manpower infrastructure in the two universities. Lamyanba also appeals for proper admission procedure of DM University within November 2nd by releasing a consolidated list. Among many other demands, Lamyanba also urged both the universities not to increase fees and not to let teachers and research scholars who have been coaching students for MU entrance examination to be a part of the exam and not to let any electronic devices in the examination hall.
Manipur gi mapung oiba university ani haibade DM University amadi Manipur University gi makhada lairiba dugumba BA BSc BCom amadi tongan ba MA MSc LLM amadi PG na chingba amgadoba adugumba mahairoi singsa masigi tamakta hana lairamba sit intake capacity ado madudagi double times hangat halo haiba wafam sine hari basing ase masi double times hangat na bagi tamakta masigi oiba manage tawna na bagi tamakta space and time manage tawna na ba infrastructure amadi manpower manage tawna na bagi tamakta yamna akhanna ba athuba matamda ordinance ama pass to birakanda university gi ani asigi oiba ordinance ama pass to birakanda madubu mahiroi sing mahitama phangalu haibasine.
6 student bodies AMSU, MSF, Desam, KSA, Suk and AIMS have warned that their democratic protests might take a different turn if their 12 points charter of demands are not fulfilled at the earliest. The student bodies continued their relay hunger strike, demanding the government to fulfill their demands, which includes a concrete COVID countermeasure policy.
Democratic oina tangsalliba khongjang asida government taktaba taragadi atopa mayramda changsalpa yai athuba matamda aikoina taliba point 9 demand asi khudata pigadam.
JSC Tangjing Lampak and Ching Kanbalup has said that demand by people of Kiam village to provide them land compensation for dark number 71 and 73 of Tangjing Hill in Thobal district, which were affected during National Highway 102 widening process is unreasonable. Joint Secretary of the JSC KH Jenta appeals to the government not to give compensation but to carry out proper land survey based on a true map. Speaking to media at Manipur Press Club today, he claimed that dark number 68 was affected in the road widening process and not dark number 71 and 73, which belong to Kiam Sifai.
Lana claim tawduna compensation launaba honarame loinana akoigi enlistment thopada su hairiba akoigi Kiam gi akoigi lai sebayat committee amakhak lai aduga masigi mingda enlistment thopasi hairiba loop asina thengnajare aduna hairiba koi compensation pi nabgi thoibe enlistment asi akoi aranba mapta yumpham oiraga thokpa dum enlistment ni maram asina athuba matamda hungang ani gi khoigi mari lenba mioising yaurga khoigi mari lenba department ki higher authority singna khoigi athuba matamda joint survey operation amakhak pangthok piraba matungda compensation pinanaba lepiu.
National Investigation Agency NIA has arrested a woman who allegedly extorted money for National Socialist Council of Nagalim, NSC and IM. The woman is 35-year-old Ramningle Pame, daughter of Haitung Pame from Gui Galong, Ward number 2 in Tamenglong district. She was produced before Special Court NIA Manipur yesterday. The court has approved a 5 days transit remand to take her to Special Court NIA Dimapur. The court also ordered to produce the accused woman in Special Court NIA Manipur by November 3 with necessary prior medical examination every 48 hours. A reliable source said that accused Ramningle Pame collected 35 lakh rupees from Shivalaya Constructions Company and handed over the amount to NSC and IM self-styled Colonel Rayilung Sarange. Akomloop has demanded to revise the recent order regarding a royalty tax imposed on forest products. It may be mentioned that State Additional Chief Secretary Forest M.H. Khan issued the order on October 20. Speaking to media at Akomloop office in Lumphel today, Organization Secretary Shanta Luang termed the order as an addition of burden upon farmers in the state.
90 rupees ki TP je karama policy karama miyang gi makada tawrino aduga masi kaigumba kay tare ko fazana khana dabida tawgi bo organa masi atu matamda review tawnaba committee ma government sema mathau tai natragadi hojing manipur dagi chahi amada thariba sinamonje aina sum khanmada approximately adum crore mani gi sinamondi mapanda export tawrongdo mali hariba farmer gi oiba paisa se loina manga ga se leina ba leitana loi manga ta le ni aduna government appeal ni aduga appeal so appeal ni aduga amarom da khangjening ba hai tare wang ni haiba loyalty 90 se kamain tawr le pino hai je farmer mayam da amadi prajara sengdok pi hai je hai ga masi lotion jarge. Thank you.
Thoubal Police, under the supervision of SP Dr. S. Ibomcha, has busted brown sugar factory at Thoubal Mojing Awang Lekai. Press release from Ningol Club Hairok also said the police team seized 435 kg of brown sugar during the raid. 6 people sustained injury in a road mishap in Bishnupur district today. Impact News sources said that a Tata Winger collided with diesel auto rickshaw around 6 a.m. on Tidim Road near Maibam Chingmang. Injured persons were immediately rushed to a hospital. Manipur reported 221 new confirmed cases of COVID-19 and 4 deaths in the last 24 hours. As per State Health Department and COVID-19 Command Control Room press release at 5 p.m. today, Manipur's total confirmed COVID-19 cases have reached 18,272, out of which 4,303 are active cases. In the last 24 hours, 4 coronavirus-infected patients, one each from Churachandpur, Imphal East District, Imphal West and Kangpokpi District, have passed away. With this, death toll has reached 164. On the positive note, 222 people were discharged in the past 24 hours and recovered cases have reached 13,805. State's recovery rate stands at 75.55%. Out of the newly infected persons, 207 are from the general population and 14 are personnel of Central Armed Police Force. All the infected persons from the general population are locals without any significant travel history. They are being shifted to COVID care facilities and necessary measures are underway. Now it's time for a small commercial break. After the break, we bring you more updates on coronavirus cases in India and the world. Keep watching Impact News.
Offer nga tunghanbi KG amada lupa chani tarada phangbiragani mafam singdi bazar amadi UK road ta ayuki pung manga dagi phangba horagani aduga palace compound amadi wangkhai main road tana ayuki pung taruk dagi phangba horagani khaganjariba malem khomba salam proprietor khomba farming enterprises phone number 8118941230 khudong saba silobi ho tungda ningambi horoi
athubagi oina posting asi kaujari supervisor, electrician, JCB driver, Tata truck mechanic, JCB mechanic, Proclan mechanic, welder, tire fitter, Heva, wheeler driver, Proclan driver. Akupa marol kidamak Bharatiya Infra Projects Limited Imphal Langthaba Lab Awang Laikai near CRPF Camp Mongsangai. Contact number 7629004089 natraga 70055
Panthoibi Group presents Panthoibi Housing Finance Company Limited, regulated by RBI, has completed its 15 years of service, having 13 branches including Guwahati. Provides subsidized home loan under PMAYCLSS Housing for All by 2022 mission. Panthoibi Microfinance deals in microfinance. Panthoibi Nidhi Limited provides loans against fixed deposit and properties. Panthoibi Construction booking is going on for flats, villas, row house. For more details, kindly contact Panthoibi Housing Finance Company Limited and its subsidiary group of companies.
Welcome back after the break. You're watching Primetime English Bulletin. India's COVID-19 tally has crossed 80.88 lakhs with 48,648 new cases reported in the last 24 hours, while the number of people who have recovered from the disease are above 73,73,375, pushing the country's recovery rate above 91%. More than 57,000 COVID patients recovered during the last 24 hours. As per the Union Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, that toll has reached 1,21,090, while active COVID-19 cases have come down to 5,95,000. Maharashtra is still on top with above 1,28,000 active cases. According to Indian Council of Medical Research, more than 11,64,000 tests were conducted during the last 24 hours. Globally, coronavirus has infected above 4,54,47,000 people. Above 1,18,08,000 people have died, and recoveries are above 3,30,64,000. USA is still on top with more than 29,97,000 active cases of COVID-19, followed by India and Brazil. Road Ashram campaign on COVID-19, which kicked off from Delhi, reached Imphal today and will leave for Mizoram tomorrow morning. The donation drive, initiated on October 4 to help COVID-19 patients, will visit 30 states of the country, including union territories, in 60 days. Speaking to media at Manipur Press Club today, Siddhartha Datta said that Manipur is the 9th state they have visited so far. The team of 3 will further visit Mizoram, Tripura, Meghalaya and remaining northeast states and finally conclude their campaign in Delhi. Siddhartha said various cultures of different states which they have come across will be uploaded on their website at www.roadashram.in and on social media platform as a part of their COVID-19 fund drive.
We as responsible citizens and as emotional people, we thought that it is our duty to do something about it, and that's how this campaign Road Ashram started. As a part of this initiative, we are traveling by a car, 3 of us traveling by a car, covering 25,000 kilometers along the India's border. We are going to cross 30 states and union territories, and it's going to take us 60 days time. We are trying to create awareness about COVID, raise fund for COVID, and to see how people's life got impacted due to this COVID.
Sengmai MLA Hekam Dingo, who is also the chairperson of Labour Board, inaugurated BJP Sengmai Mandal office in Loitang Kunau today. Speaking on the occasion, MLA H. Dingo urged people of Sengmai to keep in mind the slogan Sengmai Kendra for BJP. He said people are benefiting under the leadership of Prime Minister Narendra Modi and Chief Minister N. Biren-led governments. BJP workers attended the event. Kundrakpam MLA T.H. Lokeshwar has extended necessary help and constructed a new house for bedridden USHAM Toy from Kundrakpam Awang Lekai. Toy Toy lives with his 4 siblings after their parents passed away in 2015. Sole breadwinner Toy Toy, who worked as a mason, was bedridden after an accident on October 6 this year. Volunteers of Kundrakpam Kendra Development Committee, YDO Club Kundrakpam and local Mairapaibi groups helped in constructing the house.
Communal what over say, Uncle Shim of the Pavani, like Kibani. After all, Masu, like I think, had the lyre, Nataja Haitarabi, Masu and Habibiana, Babiata. Habibiako, Sasim the Nataja and Sabi Harkana, and Sabiam de Mai Matin Bangwen, the Habit Tarabadi. I am very guilty. I shall not do the hide be mota, no the blame, the Topira, any like an anti-Pecale to hold the whole Shumam say. I'm not talking about the like the way I could not hook like a Tamina, a on the Kia, like the Tamuja, I relied on the Tamuja Panam, Masito, the Queen, Imanaba, and so the Billy Shumatam and the Honor.
One-day Master Volunteer Training Program was held at Porampat Panchayat Bhavan today. The program was held on the theme Prevention of Substance and Alcohol Abuse under Nasha Mukt Bharat campaign in Imphal East. HOD of RIM Psychiatry Department Dr. R.K. Lenin stressed on basics of drugs and alcohol, while Imphal East SP spoke on drugs in legal perspective. SLCA Director Dr. Jayanta Kripa Foundation Project Director KSH Jiban Mala also gave resourceful insights on various topics at the event. Three-day training for weavers under Pradhan Mantri Kaushal Vikas Yojana kicked off today. Social worker Laishram Thanil organized the training for weavers at Yaripok Chifai Lekai and Yaripok Singa Mathak Lekai in Thoubal district. Mass vaccination of domestic animals under National Animal Disease Control Program has been carried out. Door-to-door vaccination was carried out at Kumbi Municipal Council Ward number 9 today. The program, launched by Prime Minister Narendra Modi on September 11 last year, aims to eliminate foot and mouth disease (FMD) and brucellosis among animals. Around 35 domestic animals were vaccinated during the drive, initiated by State Veterinary and Animal Husbandry Department. Chief Minister Nongthummam Biren has greeted the people of Manipur on the occasion of Mera Hau Chongba. He wished that Mera Hau Chongba, the festival which strengthens the relation between hills and valley inhabitants, may bring peace and prosperity in the state. Manipur Legislative Assembly Speaker Yumnam Khemchan has also greeted people of the state on the occasion of Mera Hau Chongba. He wished that the festival will usher in better ties and harmony among the indigenous inhabitants of the state. Works Minister Thongam Biswajit has also sent greetings on the auspicious occasion of Mera Hau Chongba. He wished for peace and harmony among communities of both hills and valley regions in the state. Mahut and Social Welfare and Cooperation Minister Okram Henry has also greeted people in the state on the auspicious occasion of Mera Hau Chongba. Consumer Affairs, Food and Public Distribution and Law and Legislative Affairs, Labour and Employment Minister T.H. Satyabrata has also sent greetings on Mera Hau Chongba. Renowned Manipuri writer Sagolshem Indra Kumar passed away today at his residence in Thangmaiban, Khoyathong. He was 79. Late Sagolshem Indra Kumar was conferred the Bal Sahitya Purashkar Award 2012 by Sahitya Academy, New Delhi. Union of Associations of Manipuri Writers, Patriotic Writers Forum Manipur, Tripura, Assam, Ipag Films Production Manipur, Nature Cure and Yoga Hospital, Kongba and Assam Pradesh Manipuri Association have condoled upon his demise. A book titled Dams and Indigenous Peoples' Rights in Manipur, written by General Secretary of Center for Research and Advocacy CRA Manipur, Jiten Yumnam, was released today. CRA Manipur and Citizens Concerned for Dams and Development CCDD jointly organized the event at Manipur Press Club. Details of dams commissioned in Manipur, dams under constructions and dam building politics are highlighted in the book. Manipur University Professor Amar Yumnam, editor of Aju Daily, Valley Rose Hungyo, social scientist Dhanabir Laishram and CCDD co-chairperson Aram Pamay attended the event. Selin Digital, located at Kashamtong Longjam Direct, celebrated its 13th Foundation Day today. Former headmistress of Ahantem Tomba Primary School, El Malati, and Selin Digital Education Cell convener PH Babina graced the event. Speaking on the occasion, producer of Selin Digital, Panjaubam Lanajit, said two sub-branch under Selin Digital, namely Selin Digital Finance and Kavi Foundation, have been benefiting the society. He also mentioned that around 100 face masks, hand sanitizers, hand gloves and food items have been distributed to people in containment. Kishan credit card loan were distributed to farmers under Prime Minister's Atmanirbhar Bharat Abhiyan today. Manipur State Cooperative Bank and NABARD organized the event at Kumbong Lengamkhul Community Hall in Imphal West District. 90 selected farmers of Kaurel Agro Farmer Producer Company Limited received the benefit. MSCB MD A. Subhash, MSCB DGM L. Angu and Chairman of Kaurel Agro Farmer Producer Company Limited, Haigrujam Birmani, attended the event. Now the sports news. Department of Youth Affairs and Sports Manipur has appealed to All Manipur Football Association not to hold Manipur State League and Women's League for this year. 14th Manipur State League and Women's League, which were set to be held in the first and last week of December, might be postponed or cancelled due to the prevailing COVID-19 pandemic. AMFA has also called a special executive council meeting to discuss about the same and other topics on October 31st at 10 a.m. Arrangements are all set for the quarter-final matches of the 46th Vienna Open ATP Tour 500. The tennis tournament, which is a part of the Association of Tennis Professionals World Tour, will be played in the indoor hard court in Vienna, Australia, till November 1st. In the men's singles pre-quarter-final matches of the tournament, Bulgaria's Grigor Dimitrov defeated S. Tsitsipas of Greece 6-7, 5-7, 6-4, 6-3. Russia's D. Medvedev beat Canada's V. Pospisil 4-6, 6-3, 6-2. United Kingdom's D. Evans defeated Austria's J. Rodionov 7-5, 6-3, and South Africa's K. Anderson defeated Spain's Carreno Batsta 7-5, 6-1 to enter the quarterfinals. Quarterfinal matches will be played tonight. Before we end, let's take a look at the headlines once again. Chief Minister Nongthongpam Biren says new COVID-19 SOP has been drafted to combat coronavirus pandemic in Manipur. CPI State Leader Dr. Marangtem Naras slams Chief Minister N. Biren for failing to set up a dedicated COVID-19 hospital within 15 days as assured earlier. All Manipur Muslim Students Organization and Pangal Students Union DM University withdraw general strike following assurances by Chief Minister N. Biren. Manipur reports 261 new COVID-19 cases and 4 deaths in last 24 hours. Death toll climbs to 164. And India's COVID-19 tally crosses 80.80 lakhs with 48,648 new cases reported in last 24 hours. Recovery rate stands above 91%. That's all we have in this bulletin. Thank you for being with us. Coming up next is Primetime Manipuri Bulletin. For more news, you can also follow Impact TV on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube. Have a great evening and stay safe.
Angang makhaise masa palaga polakpani manglan achoba yansilaga aikhoina masado thadat pibani achoba manglan